right away, top of the hour. So we're actually going to begin lying down, but we are going to have our head facing towards what's usually our front and our feet towards the back. So just make sure that you orient yourself that way. So again, head towards the front, feet towards the back. As you lie down, feel free as always, take a full extension of the legs, Shavasana. You can have your feet planted or let those knees open. Do whatever you need in upper and lower body. Allowing the weight of the body to sink down into our floor. Little more tension on the body here. Beginning to connect to our breath. And in your full inhale, and your full exhale. And as you do so, maybe bringing those hands somewhere to the body to find a physical connection. Louise, we'll take 3 breaths here together. Try to release and empty all the air out, all the tension out. Inhale and exhale. And breath in. Breath out. One more breath in. And breath out. Your next couple breaths, draw your knees into your chest. You take a little rocking, draw some circles. And we'll keep our right knee in, extending our left leg long, or bending that knee, planting the foot. And just start by rolling that right ankle a few times in one direction. Go the other way. And you can start to kind of open and close the knee and hip and circle the leg. And taking that right leg across the body, just an easy twist. You're reaching our arms out, gaze over that right shoulder. Coming back into the center, and we'll switch our legs, bringing our left knee in. Circle that left ankle a few times one direction. Take it the other way. Start to open and close knee and hip. Maybe add again circles. Guiding the left leg across our body, easy twist. Returning to the center, we'll plant both feet to the ground. And we're going to bring our palms together and see if we can start to draw our elbows and forearms towards each other. A little lift in the upper back. Cross your right knee over your left. And we're just going to inhale, float those fingertips overhead like they're going to touch the floor above the head. And then exhale as we draw our elbows back towards the legs. Curve your upper body, a little crunch. Now just release your head back down and switch. Pull your knees towards your chest and float your toes back down. We're going to keep alternating. So send your arms overhead. Start to draw those elbows in. Curl the upper body, crunch. And release. Pull those knees towards the chest. And release. Arms overhead. Pull them up. Curl. Crunch. Release. Draw the knees in. And feet down. Now you can keep alternating your arms and your legs. Warming up that core, front and back. If it feels okay and you want to start to add both arms and legs together, we'll draw those elbows and knees, crunching up, then lowering back down, extending those arms. Again, keeping your palms together, trying to draw forearms together. Take about 3 to 4 more on this first side, whether it's arms or legs or both. And as you finish out that last one, you can start to unwind everything, just taking a nice long body stretch. Knowing that we're going to switch sides. So replanting feet. This time our left knee's crossing over. Again, palms, forearms, elbows towards each other. And just start by reaching those arms overhead, opening the shoulders. Draw those elbows back in, curve back, and release. Just move through the arms and legs individually first. Knees for chest. Back down, arms overhead. Draw those elbows in, curl, crunch, release. Knees in and down. Maybe take it one more time, arms and legs separated. And again, you can keep moving through that, or take arms and legs together, curling in and extending. Trying to smooth out each roll up and roll down in the upper back. Maybe try for 3 or 4 more again, if it's together or separated. And once you finish out that last one, you can take another long body stretch, unwinding, reaching everything out. And from here, just rolling onto our belly. So we're going to stretch out that front of the body, finding our Sphinx pose. So bringing elbows underneath our shoulders, pressing into the ground with forearms and legs, lifting to the chest. Find your inhale. As we exhale, tuck the chin, press to lift and roll up through the spine. Rolling back down, return to Sphinx. On your exhale, chin to chest, press to lift up. And rolling down. Roll through 2 more rounds. And finishing out that last round, finding our Sphinx pose, lifting up. And releasing, we'll press up into our tabletop. And move through the spine a little bit more, taking your cat and cow. Maybe 2 or 3 more rounds of breath and movement. We'll find our way back to tabletop. As we arrive, stepping our left toes behind us, keeping them on the floor, just take a rock forward and back. Warm up that left leg more. Shoulders over wrists. We'll spin open to our modified side plank. Reaching that left arm high, we can circle out the wrists. Start to add in full arm circle. Go the opposite way. Then we're going to come all the way up into our gate pose, so rising tall. We'll take a little twist, so if this is uncomfortable on your knee, feel free to just sit all the way down. But we'll twist towards that left leg, reaching behind with the left arm. And then bringing those right fingertips down to the ground, reaching that left arm towards the ceiling. You can bring that left hand down to meet your right. We'll kind of start to turn back to the front, back to tabletop. Stepping our right toes behind, stretching out the leg. Shoulders over wrists, hips over our knee. Spinning open, modified side plank. Roll your wrists. If you're ready, finding arm circles. Circle other way. And that right arm will pull us up to our gate pose, standing tall on the knee, or you can sit down if you need to. Twisting, gazing over the right shoulder, right arm reaching behind us. And bringing that left hand down to the floor, right arm up. Releasing that hand down, turning back to the front tabletop. Tuck the toes, weight comes up and back, down dog. Couple rounds of breath here, taking whatever you might need. It's always nodding our head, shifting forward and back, bending, straightening one or both legs. Feel free to spend a little more time in down dog, or if you're ready and you like to spend more time in rag doll, free to walk your feet up to your hands. Whether choosing down dog or rag doll, try to let our head and chest be nice and heavy, looking back between the legs. If we're not yet in rag doll, working our way up. If already there, we can switch our grip. And releasing hands, toe healing, feet together, chin to our chest. Take your time rolling up. Knees can be slightly bent. And then once we stand up, straighten the legs, rolling our shoulders down. Anchor down through both feet, shoulders out of our ear. On your inhale, Tadasana, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left foot back, low lunge. We'll inhale, open twist the right arm. Releasing that hand to the inside of our right foot. And just switch, open twist the left arm. Try to keep the legs how they were. From here, we can start to quarter turn, wide forward fold, and feet. Option to find a chest expansion if you'd like. Hands back down. We'll keep turning towards our left foot, back of our mat. Feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Again, left foot back, low lunge. This time we'll inhale, maybe start to stretch out your legs, nose to knee. Exhale, lunge or tap that knee down. 2 more times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lunge. 1 more, stretch. And lunge, knee down, crescent moon, floating fingers high, or bring them to the knee, or staying on the mat. Wherever we are, pull that right hip back a little bit more. Hands release, step back into your down dog, facing the back of our mat. Full round of breath. Inhale, lift the hands, walk them up, feet together. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Right foot back, low lunge. Open twist, left arm. Releasing hand to the inside of our left foot and just switch, open twist, right arm. Start to turn hands and feet. Take your wide forward fold. Other thumb on top if you want a chest expansion. Hands release to the mat. Keep turning back to our original front. Feet together, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Tadasana, inhale, round. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And bring that right foot back, low lunge. This time, inhale, straighten nose to knee. Exhale, lunge or tap the knee. 2 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lunge. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, lunge. Crescent moon. Knee down. Fingertips can float high and beyond the knee to our mat. Wherever we are, pulling our left hip back a little bit more. Release those hands, step back, down dog right away. From here, inhale, high plank. On your exhale, chaturanga, your variation. As we come back into down dog, inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, press those heels down. Inhaling, right leg high, knee to nose. Inhale, reach up. 1 more time, knee to nose. Now equal down dog, crossing our right knee over our left. Try to pull those hips back up. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Now hold those eagle legs. Come to your high plank. Lengthen out your spine, but squeeze that right knee in. See if you can unwind that foot, step it down, low lunge. Warrior 1, back toes and heels touching the floor. Deep bend in that front knee. Bringing our right hand thumb on top. Chest expansion. Lifting to the ceiling, bend that front knee. Humble warrior to the inside. Hands to our low back as we slide down the legs, rise back up, warrior one. We'll bend that front knee and start to lean your chest forward just a little bit, like a high diagonal. We're going to keep shifting forward, lift those back heels, squeeze that left knee in, finding your chair and airplane the arm. Right knee comes up, one leg Tadasana. Pull that knee to our chest. Finding our eagle legs. Option to find your eagle arms. Or you could take the same variation on our mat. Pressing palms, forearms together. Draw that weight down into your back heel. Keeping your arms, pull the right knee back up to our chest. We'll try to step back into our warrior two. Then we can release and open the arms, grounding down. Inhale, reverse triangle, legs straight, lifting tall. Re-bending our front knee, extending side angle. Option for your half bind. Right hand low back. An option almost like your chest expansion. Bring that left hand behind you. So kind of placing one hand on top of the other as you take this extended side angle. Lifting our right side up, left side coming underneath. Press that left leg straight, pull your hips back, then lift up, reverse triangle. Hands cartwheel to our front foot, low lunge. 3-leg down dog, pressing that left knee high. Draw that knee in, knee to nose. Inhale, reach up. One more, knee to nose. Now eagle down dog, pressed over our left. Press those hips back, squeeze that knee in. Holding eagle legs as we take our high plank. And then puff the chest up a little bit more, pull that knee in to step that foot down, low lunge. Warrior one. Right heels touching, coming up. Left hand thumb on top, shoulders down, lifting up. Bend into our front knee, humble warrior, inside leg. Hands to low back as we slide down our legs, rising up, warrior one. Keep bending into our front knee, leaning our chest forward, arms reach forward. Lift our back heel and start to lift those toes. Bring and squeeze that right knee into chair, airplane the arm. Left knee comes with one leg Tadasana. Finding those eagle legs this side. You can take your eagle arms, left elbow underneath, or hands, forearms pressing together. Drop your hips down, weight to our heel. Holding our arms, bringing our left knee back to our chest. Try to step back, then finding our arms open, warrior two. Reverse triangle, stretching up. Bending our front knee, extending side angle. Option to add your half bind left hand. If you want, almost like your chest expansion, just bring that right arm behind you. So as we lean forward, wrapping right side under, left side opening, and holding ourselves with the core. Straightening that right leg, pull the hips back, lift up, reverse triangle. Hands cartwheel, front foot, low lunge. This time you can step back, high plank. Take your chaturanga, slow, steady, hug the elbows in. Cobra, up dog. Finding your way to down dog. Full round of breath. Inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose. Inhale, reach up. Knee to nose, eagle, down dog. Crossing over the left leg, hips high. Draw that knee towards our chest, shift forward, pull that knee and hold. Step it down, low lunge. Warrior one, back heel flat, lifting up. This time, left hand to low back, right arm reaching forward to the inside of our right leg. Maybe fingertips touch down. Maybe even wrap your elbow underneath, wrap it around that right heel. Unwinding our arms, rise back up, warrior one. We're going to move into our warrior three. So as we lean our chest forward, fingertips reach forward, rock the weight forward, float the heel, float the toes, maybe try to straighten out that right leg. Biceps by the ears here. First three. We'll step into our chair in two. And one, bend both knees in, finding your chair, airplane the arms. Right knee coming with one leg, Tadasana. This time we'll take it to our tree, let that right knee open. Let your arms open. You can even try for a little bit of a twist. So gazing over that left shoulder, maybe even try to open arm twist, reaching your left arm behind you, right arm forward. Couple breaths. You're ready, return back to our tree, right knee coming in. Big step back, warrior two, opening wide, reverse triangle. Taking extended side angle, you can bring both hands to your low back, finding that bind, or if you're ready to work your full bind, left arm coming underneath. Start by straightening our leg, pull the hips back, reverse triangle. Hands cartwheel, front foot, low lunge. Three leg down dog, reach that left leg up. Knee to nose. Inhale, reaching up. Knee to nose, eagle down dog. Press those legs together, hips high. Come forward, pull that knee into our chest. Try to step down, low lunge. Warrior one, lifting tall. Right hand low back. Left arm reaching just to the inside of that left foot. Maybe you start to tuck your elbow, shoulder, and wrap around that left heel and ankle. Unwinding our arms, keep bending our front knee, rising up, warrior one. Warrior three, leaning our chest forward, rock the way forward, lift those heels, lift those toes. As we lift the leg, maybe try to straighten our left knee, reaching out front and back here for three. Chair in two. Take your time as you bend your knees in, right foot touching down, airplaning the arm. Left knee comes with one leg to Tadasana. Opening that left knee, open, finding your tree. Feel free to open those arms, change your focus. If you want that twist, maybe start to look over the right shoulder. And then like your open arm twist, right arm back, left arm reaching forward. Ready, working back up to one leg, Tadasana. Big step back, warrior two. Reverse triangle. Extending side angle. You can take both hands behind your low back. You can work half bind or that full bind, right arm underneath. Releasing, press that right leg, straightening, lift up, reverse triangle. Hands carve your front foot, low lunge. Step back to your high plank. Options for chaturangas, or take that down dog right away. Release, inhaling right leg half. Knee to nose. Inhale, reach up. Knee to nose, eagle down dog. Now holding those eagle legs as we come back towards our high plank. This time we're going to spin on those left toes. So our heels dropping towards the right. Making sure we're over our right shoulder. Try to move towards an eagle side plank. If you want from here to unwind that right leg and kick it out. Hold here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take your time, spinning those toes back down, hand to our mat. Unwind that right leg. Come through, low lunge. Warrior one, heel down, reaching tall. Left hand to our low back, right arm reaching to the inside of that right foot. Now from here, if you want to start to straighten out your right knee, with those right fingertips down, your right knee is straightening, kind of working towards your pyramid. If it's accessible and okay to move that right hand to the outside of your foot and bring that left hand down so you're framing your right leg. So wherever you are, if it's one hand down, maybe not quite as deep, or both hands, we'll take a few breaths. Start by bending that right knee, coming up to our fingertips, lifting the chin and chest first. Then we can bring those arms up, finding our warrior one. Again, reaching our fingertips, chest forward. We're going to float up into that warrior three. One more time. Try to straighten that right leg. Start by bending both knees slowly, coming into your chair, airplane the arm. Right knee comes up, one leg Tadasana. We're going to come into our dancer pose, kicking that right foot behind us, rolling right shoulder onto our back. You can stay here, start to keep that foot up, leaning your chest and that left arm forward. Come back up to your one leg Tadasana, pulling our right knee in. Big step back, warrior two. Reverse triangle, stretching up. Extending side angle. And inhale, reverse triangle. As we stand up tall, we're going to turn those back heels in so they kind of match those front toes. Then you can adjust both feet. We'll start to sink over into that left leg and try to stay high in the chest. So you're just bending in your left knee. Right leg is staying straight. And then maybe bring those fingertips towards the ground. Depending on how we feel, you can have both feet turning to that side as you bend just your left knee, or you can have those toes pointing towards the corner. If it feels okay for you to bring your hips low, to find that side lunge stretch. We'll start to turn back to our left foot, finding our low lunge. We're going to firm up the legs, high crescent lunge, pressing down, lift up. Hands into heart center as we take our revolved crescent, twisting, bringing right elbow to our knee. Anyways, if you want to take this to a kind of maybe a revolved crescent, extended side angle, right fingertips releasing either inside or outside of your left foot, and then bring that left palm forward. So palms facing down, elbow by your ear. Think of kind of twisting that left side open, right side underneath. And we'll unwind our hands back down, 3-leg down dog, left leg high, knee to nose, one more round, stretch that leg up, knee to nose, eagle down dog. Holding those legs, you can take your high plank and be here, or spin on those right toes so your heel drops towards the left, left shoulder over our left wrist. Right arm high. If you want to then pick that left leg out or hold it in, we're here for 5, 4. Take your time unwinding. 3, 2. Bringing that right hand back down. Turn those back heels to the ceiling. Stretching left leg up. Bring it through low lunge. Warrior 1. Lift and tall. Right hand low back, left fingertips reaching to the inside. From here, as those fingertips touch down, maybe you start to stretch out that left leg. Or if it feels okay, move it to the outside of your left foot. Bring that right hand down to frame the leg, finding pyramid. Again, both hands down can feel like a lot. So the one hand down, so that way you can kind of be up a little bit more, a little bit off to the side. Start to bend our front knee, coming to our fingertips, lifting our head and chest first, and the arms can fall as we rise up. Moving into that last warrior three, bringing fingertips, chest forward, float that back leg. Try to straighten our left knee, reaching out. Slowly bending both legs. Bring that right foot down, airplane the arm. Left knee comes with one leg, Tadasana. Rolling that left shoulder back, we'll move to our dancer on this side. When you're ready, you can start to kick that foot back, reaching chest and right arm forward. Get as much as we can weight into our heel. Slowly coming back up to your one leg Tadasana. Big step back, warrior two, reverse triangle. And extending side angle. And one more reverse triangle. As we stand up tall, we'll turn those back heels in, and then you can adjust those front toes. Bending into our right knee only, trying to keep that left leg straight, staying up in the chest. From here, fingertips can come to the ground, and then if it feels better to turn both feet to that side, you're just bending into your right knee. Feel free to be here. Again, if those toes are turned to the corners and side lunge is okay for you. You can start to drop down into that right leg. From our side lunge variations, turning back to our right foot, finding low lunge. Firming up the legs, high crescent lunge. Hands to heart center, we'll prayer twist, revolve, crescent, left elbow to the knee. And yogis, you can be here. We're moving to revolved crescent, extending side angle. So left fingertips either inside of our right foot or on the outside. Reaching that right palm forward, palm facing down, elbow towards our ear. And open the right side up, left side underneath. All one line, hands down, stepping back into our down dog. Last chaturanga, if you'd like to flow it. As we come to that last down dog from our final chaturanga, moving to pigeons, so right leg up, drawing that knee and shin forward. You can scoop those back toes out. As always, sleeping pigeon right away. If you want to add another little kind of posture, maybe a quad stretch, you can even take it more of your dancer pose again here in that flamingo, or in that pigeon pose, I should say. So right arm can reach forward, you can reach it up. Fingertips anchoring down. If you want just a quad stretch, feel free to do the opposite arm as leg. You really want to just focus on the hips. That sleeping pigeon. Another 2 to 3 breaths. Unwind, coming back up to our hands. We're actually just going to sit onto our right hip. Kind of turn towards that left side. So we'll keep that right knee bent, left leg out. And from here, right hand planting behind us, we'll roll forward, finding a back bend. Press those hips, reaching up and back. We're going to stay here for a bit. So if this is a back bend for you and it's enough, you can stay. Otherwise, bring your hips back down. Actually, plant your right foot and come to your left hand. So as you press up, it's a little bit maybe of a higher and deeper back bend. Again, wherever you are, keep breathing. We're here for 5. Release it in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring those hips back down. Just kind of turn back to our front, unwind those legs, back to our down dog. Inhaling our left leg high, bringing that shin and knee forward. Tuck and scoop those heels back. So a sleeping pigeon right away. Or you can add in your quad stretch, kind of work towards similar kind of dancer pose, right arm reaching back. Left fingertips down, forward, up. Wanted to work the opposite arm as leg for your quad stretch. Really focus on those hips, sleeping pigeon. Another 2 to 3 breaths. Come up to the hands. We're just sitting onto our left hip to turn towards that side. The left knee bent, right leg straight. Then we'll move towards that back bend. So left hand planting down, rolling forward to our shin. Keeping our hips high. Being there, or again, left foot plants, right hand plants, pressing our hips up. And your back bend. We're holding and sustaining that breath here for 5, 4, coming down slow in 3, in 2, And one, take your time coming back down. This time just sending both legs straight out in front of us, turning towards the front of our mat. And taking a seated forward fold, walk hands forward or even slide them underneath the knee. Sometimes it can feel okay to kind of rock towards one hip and then the other. And as you do so, and even letting your head rock a little side to side. Slowly come back up. We'll bend our knees, planting our feet. Here, we'll start to roll down. Take your time, one vertebrae at a time. Once we arrive on our backs, we'll plant that left foot across the right ankle. We're finding our figure four. We're going to keep this figure four shape and just start to press up into your bridge. So lifting your hips high and letting that right knee open. And then actually take that right leg like a thread the needle. So slide that right ankle behind your left heel. Try to let that right knee fall open again. Now you can either stay up and lifted, so a little more engagement in the hips, or you can let your hips relax back down. Try to let that right knee really fall open, left knee towards the ceiling. If you even need a little extra height, you can patty cake your hands, stack them one on top of the other, and slide them underneath your left hip, your left glute. Try to let that right knee fall open even more. Especially if your hands are underneath you, you kind of let your hips lift off them for a breath or two, and then lower back down. And then sliding our hands out from underneath, hips release. Again, bring that right ankle on top of your left knee. We'll let our legs fall towards the left side. Keep that right knee pointing towards the ceiling. Kind of hip flexor stretch. You can use a hand to gently press the leg away. Or adjusting where your right leg is, closer or further out. And then we can start to let that right knee fall towards the floor. Take our twist. Your next exhale, unwind legs into the center. When you're ready, planting our right foot across our left ankle on top like a figure four. And we'll just start by all lifting our hips up off the mat. Try to let that left knee fall open. Keeping those hips high first. Slide and thread that left foot behind our right ankle. Knee falling open. And feel free to stay up and lifted and engaged. Gently lower those hips back down. hands underneath your right glute, right hip a little bit. A little more space so that left knee can fall down. Press those hips back up. Couple breaths. Sliding hands out into the knee. Recross that left ankle, right knee. Legs falling to the right. Finding that hip flexor stretch, knee pointing towards the ceiling. Use the hand to gently press it away. Just where that left knee and foot are. Letting that left knee fall. Coming into our twists. If you're ready, using your exhale to bring the legs back to the center. Any final posture, last movement you need to take here. And then closing our practice the same as we began. You want to fully extend the body. Bend those knees in, Suptavasana. Finding a complete release in the body. A release in the breath. Invite you for this next moment in your Shavasana to simply try to enjoy that stillness, allowing yourself to just be whatever that is for you today. Stay as long as you need or like. We'll close our practice here. Start by bringing your hands somewhere onto your body. Just lie down. That final connection. And 3 breaths. So when you're ready, completely let everything go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Release as you continue to breathe in your bodies just as you are today, to you and for you. Namaste.